Welcome to the Artistic Mystic Muse channel. I'm Nancy, your mystical muse, and welcome back. Thank you for being here. This is a collective reading for mid-December 2023, so we're almost done with the year. And the theme is cleanse because there was a lot of cleanse related cards that came flying out. But it says cleanse and shield your energy. So as 2023 comes to a close, and granted there's a lot of fun eating around the end of the year with holidays and other celebrations. But do take time to not overindulge, but to take moments to cleanse, to clearing out. And this is not only just from a physical standpoint, it's from emotional, mental, spiritual, even physical, as in your physical space. It's important to cleanse and clear. Crystals for some of you may be beneficial. Crystal work. I use crystals in my jewelry. I design bracelets and necklaces, among other things that are engineered using frequency. Crystals can help provide energy because they are a frequency in your meditations, in your growth work, in your mindset. They've been known to be used also for physical healing, among other things. So crystals might be a thing for you. Obviously, this is a picture of clear quartz. It amplifies the frequency of other gemstones as well. If you're interested in this, ask more. Reach out and ask more, and we'll see what we can do for you. And there should be some stones on my blog, my musings blog, so you might want to check there. Part of the cleanse requires you to relax, and it says allow light in. And what that means is as you clean and detoxify, taking time to rest, taking time to allow light in, getting out into sunlight, candlelight. Sunlight's the best, but candlelight can also be beneficial. Crystals can also aid in that depending on which ones you're using, so keep that in mind as well. The reason for the cleanse, we also have a nasty knot. So there may be some things that have left you in a knot or in knots, things that have made you uncomfortable, things that have caused stress, anxiety, things that maybe you didn't handle them as well as you should have, and it's time for that knot to be undone. Knots are what carry, like I said, stress and anxiety. Knots, depending on, and this is more metaphorically, but knots can lead to disease or dis-ease. How are you untangling your knot or knots? They can be experiences with other people, situations. Your health could be a thing where that's a knot you've created, right? With unhealthy habits, behavior patterns. Time to undo the nasty knot. To move to more of a place of smooth and easy, which is kind of like the relax, right? Being calm, going with the flow. And that's kind of what they're showing me as I see this string with a knot and it comes undone and it kind of, smooths out, it levels out. We have golden crown. So this is spirit, divine, God, universe. They're acknowledging you for all the work you have done and the work you're continuing to do on yourself, on your own self-mastery, right? Of leveling up in consciousness. So that is being commended. And that you're a divine child. You are divine, just as you are. And it's followed by worlds within worlds. And this kind of ties back into this knot. Basically, that when we get quiet and we start to find ourselves in a place that is uncomfortable, learning to forgive, learning to heal, the answers are within. You basically are a cosmos, what do I want to say, a universe within yourself. And then we're in a universe. It's kind of one of those sort of things. That everything you need is within yourself. You are made of stardust, right? You are part of the universe. Worlds within worlds. And I get the word colliding. So there may be, that's where this knot, there's an epiphany regarding this knot that's going to help you untangle it. Maybe it's a pattern. That's that knot within a knot or world within a world. It's a behavior pattern you've seen, regardless of what it is. And that's, you have what's within you to resolve it, to solve it. And we also have Mother Earth. She's sending you her love. She wants you to help ground, use her to help ground, and also to be looking at how can you assist her in helping humanity. A lot of times it's not some big project, it's not some big gesture. It's actually you living by example, making small changes, random acts of kindness, things you can do to help humanity in your own special way. And it doesn't have to be huge, it can be in small ways, but that's what she's calling you to. Why? Because you're getting ready to begin, and we all are in 2024, a new chapter. So we're wrapping up 2023 and getting ready to ascend, to move, to level up. Yeah, move forward. So, moving on, we have Archangel Michael. It says, your home is protected by angels. And it says, thank you, Archangel Michael, for watching over my home and inhabitants. I ask that you post guardian angels at each window and door, ensuring its security. Thank you for guiding my finances so that I can easily afford to pay my rent, my mortgage, and or taxes. So for a lot of us this season, this is the prayer we're asking for, is to be watched over and protected and assisted. And if you wish to have the help from the spiritual realm, the angelic realm, you have to use free will. You have to ask. Maybe part of you helping humanity is helping someone who is also being struggling with this sort of thing at this time. There's a lot of people struggling at this time of year on a variety of levels, financially, mentally, what you can do to assist. It says, let go of fear now. Archangel Michael, please help me feel safe and deserving of your guidance. Thank you for clearing me of heavy, toxic, or ego-based thoughts or feelings. This piggybacks on the beginning of the December reading, of letting the ego release, of not it being in charge, causing the worry, causing the stress, causing the what if, and instead focusing on your faith and your belief and your trust in the universe. But Michael is here to tell you you need to let go of fear. If you need his help, ask him to cut it with his sword, to cut the cords of fear, of doubt. And then it says, pay attention to your dreams. Thank you for tucking me into bed tonight and helping me enjoy a wonderfully restful night's sleep. Archangel Michael, I invite you into my dreams as my teacher, guide, and healer, and to please allow me to understand this, whatever your situation might be, on a spiritual level, and give me guidance. So you can call Michael into your dreams if you wish to provide you assistance and guidance. And then bottom of the deck, we have the situation is already resolved. So for those of you who have been struggling, you've been asking, you've been wondering, it is resolved. But just know that resolution to things come in divine timing, is when it is divinely determined, and it's not always linear. Earth School, life lessons, soul growth, study, higher learning. So as we finish up 2023, Earth is the hardest proving ground there is. There's a gal named Dolores, is it Dolores? She does past life regression work. I think her Coleman, her last name begins with a C, but you might want to find her. She's on YouTube. She's passed away, but her wisdom is infinite. She talks about how Earth is the hardest proving ground, and not everyone will come here or decide to come here to grow, to learn how to grow. And this is kind of like they're saying what you've been through, they're recognizing it, that you've been doing amazing work, even though it's been, for some, it's maybe been super difficult, that is a form of study of higher learning, your life lessons. Deep cellular healing, Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing. Part of the reason we need the cleanse at this time, part of the reason we're untangling the knots at this time, is to release so that cellular healing can come in on all levels, at the DNA level especially. And bottom of the deck, we have the 7 star sisters again, birthing creations, tapestry of life expression. So it's that concept of new beginnings again, a new chapter, moving forward, expanding. So if you want to know more about the seven sisters, just Google them and see what you find. It's a constellation, but there's myth and lore tied to this, which is kind of interesting. Once again, we have cleanse. So it's a double confirmation or triple confirmation at this point. Your body, mind, and soul are urging you to take time out for some much needed cleansing. Just as you wash your car, clean the house, or tidy your office, your body also needs care and attention, and it's time for some spiritual, emotional, and physical cleansing. So please keep that in mind. Ground yourself. Being distracted, unfocused, tired, irritated, and impatient are all signs you're ungrounded. Now is the time to become centered and allow spirit to help yourself ground yourself and reconnect with the divine source. So grounding usually is done by being out in nature. The best kind is to go barefoot on the grass, and we talked about this at the beginning of the month reading. We are electric, and the earth has a way of neutralizing the electricity. It also is, the more they're finding people ground with their bare feet, the more it reduces their stress, their anxiety, even disease. So what that looks like, cleansing can also be a bitter bath. If you check the Four Visions Market link I have down below, they sell bitter bath mix, and that's used in ceremonies and also wellness to cleanse yourself. Epsom salt baths. You can find certain kinds if you're more of a bath bomb kind of person, but things that will help use the salts and like lavender example to cleanse. That really would be beneficial. Drinking plenty of detoxifying water with purified water that you add cucumber, lemon, and mint is also very beneficial. And we have memories. Your memories are like diamonds in the treasure chest of your spirit. More and more memories are arising within you. Remember the happier moments with your loved ones who are here in spirit world, for neither time nor distance can stop energy of love that you have for one another. So the holidays are very difficult for some people. They've lost friends, loved ones, family members, but know that they are never really gone. They are around you, but part of maybe learning to untie those knots might have to do with some of those experiences or relationships you've had with people, and finding the diamond in the rough, you might say, the beauty in the connection or the experience. Radha came out again this month, says Soul Flame, rediscover a lost part of yourself, experience relationship harmony and healing. So there's this idea of healing the body, the psyche, whatever that it means for you, to help you on this next chapter. The Holy Spirit, expect miracles. Remember that only love is real and miracles will occur naturally. Spirit has your back. With the cup. The cup talks about emotions, creativity, but it's spirit here to assist you. And we've got Mother Mary, love and peace. Let go of the need to be right. Choose peace. Mother healing is possible at this time. Letting go of the need to be right. So this talks about the beginning of the December reading where we talked about the ego needs to be put a little more in check. For some of you, there may be issues around a mother or a mother figure that needs to be dealt with, that has been a bone of contention or a knot that's created a knot. And they're asking you to release that, to come from a place of love and compassion, and to choose peace at this time. Bottom of the deck, we have Michael again. It says, trusting heaven. You are safe. Angels stand close. Surrender your concerns and allow a miracle to occur. So December is known as the month of miracles, and you're just being asked to trust and also have faith, humanity, and benevolence. Stay calm, trust the good in yourself and others, and see the light in the world at this time. There is light there. Even with everything going on, there is always light. Always light. And that is what you need to focus on, and sending love and compassion to everyone involved. Yes. Balsamic, that sounds like a vinaigrette. Moon says a time for healing. So this healing, personally, you know, within your friends, family, social circle, globally, with humanity is being asked. And again, this came out again, your dreams need a practical plan, full moon in Taurus. So we talked about that step. What is one step you can take to untangling your knot? What is one step you can take to helping cleanse and purify your vessel, your body, right? Or your mind or your physical realm? What are those steps? And then we have the energy is gaining momentum, waxing moon. So as you start to heal, as you start to decompress, de-knot, and you start to take those steps towards a new beginning, towards healing, towards a new intention of leveling up, energy starts to gain. And remember, it's a step at a time. Once in a while you get some big leaps. Those are always fun, but always be grateful of the steps. It just takes one step. And that sometimes is the hardest. Maybe there's someone struggling that needs help with that. So help them. And then the last was the tarot deck, discontent and boredom. It's a 4. This talks a little bit about being stuck, but part of it is our own making. If you look, he's turned away from this beautiful venue, bright day. 4 also talks about foundation, stability, and it can also be, a thing of being a little stubborn. So what are you shifting? What needs cleansed, unknotted to create a shift for you to pivot, for you to turn to the light, right? We have the waiting game. For some of you, it seems like you've been waiting a very long time. But like I said, divine timing is its own timing. It is not linear. It's not when we want it. It is when it is scheduled up there, you might say. Know that the waiting game, patience, will pay off. And part of this waiting game has been for you to get to a certain point, to level up, to get ready to start this new beginning, this new chapter, right? That's what the waiting game has been for. Sometimes it's needed because other things are being put in alignment, and alignment isn't linear. So know that that is a thing. And it's needed for you to have victory and success. And this is a 6. This talks about giving and receiving. We've got the Gabriel's trumpet, right? Sounding the triumph, right? A new day, a new dawning. And the other thing I find interesting about this waiting game, the tree down here has no leaves, and this one is budding. It's a little different than a typical sand hourglass. So I'm going to go again to my Miracles deck. It's an oracle deck I designed. They don't require special instructions. I've designed 3 of them, and you can purchase them through Game Crafter. So if you do so, thank you. But they're a lot of fun to use. You can pull them out, pull a card one a day, like I thought for the day. I use them with my readings, obviously, and I let Spirit pull them out. So let's see what we have for this mid-December reading to close us out. Okay. Bottom of the deck. This is what we had at the beginning of the month. Foot, take one step at a time. We talked about that. Rose, heart expansion through healing, and dog, loyalty. Being loyal to yourself first is really important. But this heart expansion is a beautiful sentiment. This talks about getting ready to uncage, unpeel, unfold another part of yourself, to expand. And I think that was one of the cards. Well, we've got moving forward and new chapter. That's all a form of expansion. So take what resonates, leave the rest behind. Thank you for being here. I wish you nothing but season's greetings and blessings for the rest of the remainder of this year in December. If you'd like a reading, please feel free to reach out. My website's down below. If you don't see a reading, they're usually an hour. If you want something shorter, I do custom things all the time. Just send me an email. If you're interested in jewelry, using frequency and gemstones, I do custom work. There's also offerings on my website. But thank you again for being here. I look forward to seeing you all in the new year 2024. Take care.